Today I'm going to challenge myself and go to a place that I've never visited before, the dreaded Devil's Valley, or as the locals say it, Vasilakis, and try to apply everything I learned about photography throughout the years. The weather is a very nice autumn morning, very bright, slightly overcast, not ideal for landscape photography, but I just don't care because I have a trick up my sleeve. There is only one problem: my wife isn't ready yet. First stop coffee at the next village, and then after about an hour's drive in a road that is not very suitable for those who get car sickness, we're gonna meet with some friends and they're gonna give us directions as to how to enter Vasilakis at their guest house where we're gonna be spending the night. Apparently we have entered Vasilakis, like we said, Devil's Valley. It's a bit of a bumpy road, but not very difficult. We're used to roads like this in Greece. The scenery is amazing. Fall colors are nice. I have no idea where we're heading. I just have a general idea where we are in the map. And once we get somewhere that I consider interesting, I will stop and I will explain how I approach a new place that I've never seen before. That's nice. We are at Vasilakis, I guess, I don't know. It looks like Vasilakis, it's a valley and we are inside it. It doesn't look like a Devil's Valley though, it's very beautiful. So I don't know how the locals came up with this name. Anyhow, come with me and I will let you know into my secrets, into my world. Before we begin, I would like to show you what's in my bag, because I think that's the first and the last time I'm going to do something like that. The reason is I hate watching my bag videos because everybody has different needs, so it's useless to say to tell someone, okay, I have this and this and this and you should have this and this and this. And the second is I only carry one camera. That's about it. The rest is just video gear that I use in order to take some B-roll and do some other work, but photography wise I just use a trusty old body. It's a Z7, nothing fancy, nothing new, nothing trendy, and 24 to 70 millimeter lens, and it's an f4. I don't need a wider aperture for landscape photography. I just need something that works, and it's well, the only prerequisite would be to be weather sealed, because I do photograph a lot in humid and rainy conditions. That's about it, nothing else. So enjoy. That's my bag. It's a f-stop from the first line of f-stop. It's a useless bag, I hate it, but it has proven to be very rugged, and even though I have tried to destroy it many times, it still refuses to die. So I guess it earned its place into my bag. That's it. Now that we have the camera gear out of the way, let me tell you a few things about myself. First, I never lie about my photography. I'm not gonna tell you that I have hiked many miles up a very treacherous trek in order to take a picture, because here's the car, here's the forest, and we don't feel like stressing ourselves too much today. And second, like I said, one camera body, one lens, that's about it. And if I could pick, I would just swap it for a 35mm lens and I would be happy. No worries there. And thirdly, I learned photography myself by just trial and error. That's it. And most importantly, by learning to understand who I am and how to express what I am through my photography. And that's the most important thing about photography. Pictures, images doesn't have to be wow, doesn't have to be picturesque, doesn't have to be epic. They just need to be a portrait of your inner self, and that's all. Now, the way to achieve this is by removing everything, all the clutter that you have in the back of your mind, all the images that you have seen, everything, because it's very easy to fall into the trap of just be a collector of beautiful images of random places. It helps a lot to have a project in mind, because a project will keep you into a certain mindset. And for me, this period of time, I'm working on a project that I have called Chaos. I know it sounds weird, but chaos, I like chaos. So, in order to find chaos, we come into the woods. I know people will tell you that you have to look for leading lines, you have to look for prominent subjects. So what I personally try to do is find something that resonates with me, and that's all. I go into a certain mood of feeling the place, understanding where I am, get in touch with my emotions, and when I do that, then I'll go and shoot and take pictures. I will not think about anything technical. Everything is in the back of my head. That's why it's very important to have the technical aspect covered. You need those 10,000 hours. You really do, in order to be just muscle memory which ISO and shutter speed or f you're going to use. Landscape photography is a bit easy because f8, f11, and then let the camera decide the shutter speed. ISO is also relatively simple, and I'm not an advocate of many things that are a cliche to landscape. For example, high ISO is okay, fine. Tilted horizon is fine. Highlights are good. Blacks, burnt blacks are okay, as long as you do it on purpose. So you find yourself inside a beautiful place like this. It's autumn in the woods. What do? I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know. And you may laugh with this, but this is mostly the case with photography. You just go along. If you try to struggle, if you try to think, if you try to understand how the light is going to hit a certain area, or open up and up, and to see if the stars are going to align for the perfect shot, or if a unicorn is going to appear out of the Milky Way, then it's game over. The more you think, the more difficult it becomes. The more you feel, the easier it is. It sounds very easy, but I know that it's very difficult to do, and practice makes perfect. But you have to shut off your brain when you're out taking pictures, because we tend to overthink, and when we tend to overthink, then the feeling is gone. Think about like a beautiful woman or a man coming into a bar. The moment you look at him or her, you just know that you like her. You don't overthink about it. It's instant. And the same thing about something that resonates with you when you're out in the field. When you see it, you photograph it. You don't overthink it. If you overthink it and then you wait for the ideal conditions, then the whole feeling that you experienced is gone forever. Another thing to keep in mind is that even though the general idea was to go in deep inside the forest, it doesn't mean that we necessarily have to photograph the trees and the forest itself. There are many elements inside the forest, especially in Greece, that may seem out of place but offer good and unique photographic opportunities. And it's something that I really like to photograph, is abandoned places like this cabin. And it resonates with me. It creates me a feeling of euphoria plus sadness combined. It's a difficult feeling to describe, but I would never pass by an opportunity like this. The thing is that I cannot talk while taking pictures, because if I have to talk, I'll have to think, and I don't want to think. and I don't want to talk without thinking, so you see my problem. Take off the lens cap. That's very important. Rule number 1. I'm not looking for something in particular. I'm just going about trying to find actually, I'm not trying to find. I'm not thinking at this moment. Right now, I'm not actually thinking. I'm just trying to see. Try to see something of me there in the cabin. All right. I'm happy with that. Let's see what else can we do. When going somewhere that you have no idea how it looks like, or don't know what you're gonna give, or what you're going to encounter, this is how it goes. You go into the car, drive around, see something that you like, stop, take a picture of it, and then continue. Or hike, or whatever you do. There is no need to wait and wait and wait. Unless what you want to create is something constructed, something well thought of, which I'm not doubting it's going to look very nice, and it's going to look very pretty, and it's going to have this wow factor, but it's not going to have a very long-lasting effect on you. It's not going to stay in your heart for a long, long time, because it's lacking emotion, and emotion is what you're trying to create. Back in my days when I started as a landscape photographer, I would just park the car here and get the tripod out and create a very sharp image of the road, using it as a leading line into the forest and into the very nice, colorful canopy of trees. Now I appreciate it. I appreciate its beauty, but photography-wise, it's not very appealing to me because it's not unique. It's not me. It has nothing to do with me. However, some parts here look very promising. Now this has a very nice wow factor. And this is exactly what I'm trying to avoid. But it also has a bit of chaos inside, even though the trees are very nicely lined up. Let's see. A lot of photographers are gonna be tempted to go like that. Yeah, don't. Why? Because a lot of photographers are gonna be tempted, and a lot of them are gonna do it. We did spend more than 20 minutes inside the forest, enjoying ourselves, listening to its sounds and trying to be creative, but truth be told, I felt like I was repeating myself, because I have been in a situation like this many times, and it didn't provide enough of a challenge for me. I never tried to duplicate images that I have taken before. So Melina and I decided to move further up the mountain, because light was fading fast, and we still have quite a ways to go before we complete the circle and return back to the guest house. And trust me, we were in for a very big surprise.
We are definitely off-road.
Yeah. Well, it's called Devil's Valley. Let's see if we can find the devil.